Hello, this is Darren at Moonhare Studio, and today we're going to look at Track Archives in Cubase 10. This is a feature that I absolutely love about Cubase. I use it again and again, and I will be referring to it in future videos, so I'm just going to show you how to do it. It's very straightforward. Right, so to show you how Track Archives work, I'm going to add some instruments in. So we'll go for Contact 5. We're routing these to the strings group, but you route them to wherever you want. Might be to your stereo bus, your master or something. And I'm going to add 3 tracks for this particular example. So they'll come in automatically. And we're going to go through and we're just going to add violas to this one. Get rid of that. Select there. We'll put in some violins here. Let's say violins 2. That. And then on the final one, we'll put our violins 1. And obviously you do this for whatever instruments you want. Clear those away. We'll relabel all of these. You'll notice the convention that I'm using here, which is I label my violins 1 and 2, but I've also got this little thing there, strings high. That's actually part of my coding for basically my auto color scheme. So I've got viola there, we'll call them strings mid. And then when I hit my F4 key, that auto colors all my strings. There's a separate video on how you can do that. So we'll pop those in the strings folder. They're all good to go. Now that's routed to my mixer. So you'll notice in the mixer that they're all routed to the strings group there. So those 3 there, they're labeled up and colored. So they will go through to strings and eventually through to my orchestral bus. So I get rid of the mixer. Let's say that we want to put in some expression maps onto these instruments. So we'll select those. And in our mixer, we want some effects, so we've got a few effects already set up in there. We could add something else as well, say a tape machine, something like that. And now we've got all our channel strips set up the way we wanted them. We can get rid of the mixer, and now we'll save these. So we'll export selected tracks. Now make sure that you've got all the tracks selected that you want. Otherwise it'll just do the one that you happen to be on at the time. So export selected tracks. We will call it Sable and allow that to do its thing. Now that we've done that, we can go to a new project. So we won't save that. We'll just go up into the hub and we'll start a completely new project. So, and now what I'm going to do, I've got a shortcut set up here, so I could load in my Sable, and it will ask you what instruments you want to load in. If you're going to do it the old-fashioned way, go up to your File menu, Import, Track Archive, do exactly the same thing. So we'll open this up. You can unselect instruments if you don't want all of them, so it's useful if you've got sort of quite a few instruments here that you use again and again. You could potentially do that, but we'll just OK that and load the whole lot in. And you can see it's loading each instrument, but not only is it loading the instruments, it's actually loading your presets. So if we have a look at the expression map's already in there, which is great. I'm going to move these to the top and open up the mixer, and you can see that actually our channel strip is all there as well. They're allocated to the strings group. The inserts are there that we put in, so everything's set up exactly the way that you wanted it, and you don't have to go through that rigmarole of every time you open up a new project re-inputting the same instruments that you had before. So I find Track Archives really useful. Well, you can tell I like it because I've programmed in a key command onto my Qcon, but just for the ease of creating almost instantaneous templates, really. I mean, you could do a large orchestral template and that would work perfectly fine, but when you've got a 16 gig machine, it's useful to be able to pick and choose, and I find this a very useful way of doing that. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I will be using Track Archives in future videos, so you now know what I'm going on about. If you liked this video and you want to learn more, then please, feel free to like and subscribe, but I don't ask it of people. I know we all end up with our inboxes clogged with different notifications and bits and pieces, but if you're interested, then do it, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.